Haunted Reflection. This is the swatching of the plates from Maniology September 2025 Haunted Reflection monthly subscription box. Yeah, I'm a little late, sorry. So to recap, because I'm behind and doing things out of order, the box includes plate MxM159 Hallowed Glass and MxM160 Moonlit Mosaic. Say that 5 times fast. See the polish that came in the box, because I get the full box that includes the polish, which is B562 Ghostlight Gleam and P188 Spectral Shards. This is a stamping polish. This is considered a standard polish. You could try stamping with regular polish. You just might not get the same results. So that's the caveat. The bonus is black stained glass cuticle guards, and I will show those. So there's the information. Here's what the card looked like. Here are the words. Here's the inspiration card. It has the step-by-step instructions for one of the designs, and you will notice these images are also with the plates. So move that out of the way. There. Haunted. So hopefully we won't get too much of the glare of the plates. There are the images. They're super cute. These ones with the negative space are double image stamping, and I'll explain that later on. Here is the card. I did have difficulties because I'm out of practice, and stamping on paper is not the easiest thing to do. And I have not been feeling well. I've had a lot going on. So I just wasn't at my best, and I got a lot of this wrong. So I was trying just to use the 2 blues because I know they would show up better, but I pulled in the orange so that you could see just the outlines of things. And as I said, there are several that have the duplicate images. Basically, you put the main image down, so that would be this image here with that one. So you're going to stamp this one, and this is going to be the color that you will see through the image. This is the color that you will see over the image, and then this is, zoom in so you can see better. And if I could hold these. So this is the ones that you're going to stamp initially. Stamp this one first, then stamp this one. And then when you're done, this is what it'll look like. So you want contrasting colors that pop against each other so you can see the distinction. Unless you're going for the minimalist, because having things at work would be too much. And so you want similar shades so you can kind of sort of see it. You know you got it. People might notice but not notice, so go accordingly with what your situation is. So here's the bat, here's the ghost. Oh, I'm out of camera range, sorry. Okay, so this was, I think it's an odd shaped pumpkin or something, I'm not sure. But so the bat and the ghost and the star there. So you have this one, the bat, the ghost, the star, and the stars. And that's kind of what they look like for that plate. So we will put this back. I'm just trying to keep track so I don't get confused on what I did and what I didn't do. Move back out a little bit. So you can see this one. A lot of these images are very fine cut images. So if you're a newbie, go slow, practice. Basically, there is the guru out there that says how you do one thing is how you do everything. So practice with your muscle memory and just do the motions of stamping without stamping. You know, pretend, have the bottle in your hand, swipe it along, do the scraping, do the stamping, do the motions before you actually invest in your polish, and just kind of get that down so it feels comfortable. And then the other thing is, Guyleen325 was the one that said a while back how you apply the polish and how you scrape, which I've also said matters, but she said if you're going to apply the polish, you apply which way you apply the polish, you scrape in the opposite direction. And I just kind of went, well, you got to find which way the plate works. And I've kind of tested that out, and sometimes it's true, especially when you have fine ones like these very thin, delicate lines. So just try that to see if that works for you. Sometimes with the image, sometimes scraping sideways will work better than going down. Sometimes scraping down goes better than going sideways. It just depends on the elements in the image, I have discovered. So take it for what it's worth. So we have the different images, how they stamped. This one was a little easier to stamp. I didn't mess up as much, but I'd also played with the other one and practiced with the other one, and it's kind of one of those things like riding a bike. Once you go back into doing something that you've done a really long time, or that you have the habit of doing or proficient at doing, even though you stopped it, you still have the muscle memory of it. So when you come back to it, there you go. So these go around your nail. I'm trying to figure out which. I don't use these very often. Okay, so the U shape, they go around your finger so that your nail is exposed here. This part goes around. I have done a video on how to apply these if you have difficulty using your stamper. I do have that if you need me to do it again. I'm happy to do that. If you can't find it, just let me know. It's easy enough to share. That is everything that came in the box. Here's the polish. I'll do a separate video on these because sometimes people just want to see the polish and you don't want to watch through the whole thing to see everything. So I make it be easily accessible. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please do not let those who are in the Misery Love Company Club recruit you, and they're always recruiting. I know it's difficult these days, and that everyone is doing their best to be kind. Thank you for following on my wacky journey. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year on my YT page, and I thank you in advance for helping me achieve that. I know that getting to 1,000 subscribers is a big deal and a big ask, and I appreciate all those who are helping me to achieve that goal. So I appreciate when you like, subscribe, and share my videos out there with other people to help me achieve that. And commenting also helps with all the fun stuff. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!